6 of the top 154-pound world champions and contenders will look to put on a show for the fans in New York as they prepare to enter the ring for a Showtime Championship boxing tripleheader Saturday, October 14th from Barclays Center, the home of Brooklyn Boxing. The premier boxing champions event is headlined by heiress Landy the American Dream Lara defending against undefeated Terrell Gausha. Coverage on Showtime begins at 10 p.m. ET 7 p.m. PT and features hard-hitting unbeaten champion Jermell Ironman Charlo taking on top contender Erickson Hammer Lubin and Swift Jarrett Hurd making his first title defense against tough former world champion Austin No Doubt Trout. The undefeated 2012 U.S. Olympian Gausha is the only fighter on the card who will be making his Barclays Center debut. However, the Cleveland native has fought once in New York before and looks forward to a return, this time on its biggest stage. "I'm absolutely thrilled to be able to fight at Barclays Center and add my name to the list of great fighters who have competed there," said Gausha. "There's something special about fighting in New York. The energy from the fans is really unique. I think I'm the perfect guy to come in and handle that pressure and have it elevate my game." Gausha faces WBA champion heiress Lara, who won a decision against Austin Trout in their 2013 title showdown at Barclays Center. This time, Lara looks forward to taking advantage of his elevated role as the main event of this show. "My memories of fighting at Barclays Center were incredible," said Lara. "I put on one of my best performances against a great champion in Austin Trout and I'm looking to be even better on October 14th. To be headlining in New York is incredibly special and important to me. There's no better time to be at my very best than in front of these fans." Both WBC champion Jermell Charlo and WBC #1 contender Erickson Lubin delivered sensational knockouts to make their Barclays Center debuts in 2017. Charlo made his first world title defense in April by stopping Charles Hadley and wants nothing else but to take care of business when he returns to the squared circle at Barclays Center. "I'm honored to be fighting in Brooklyn," said Charlo. "This is another exciting fight card like the last time I was here. I did what I had to do in April. I let my opponent run his mouth and then I took care of him. I'm going to let that happen again. I can't wait for another opportunity to grow my fan base here in New York." Lubin has the strongest connection to the city of the six fighters, as he has made his training camp in nearby Hackensack, NJ, and is frequently able to visit his mother, who is living in Queens. He delivered a one-punch knockout of Jorge Cota at Barclays Center in March on CBS to earn this title opportunity on October 14th. "My last fight was my first ever in New York as a pro or amateur, and it was a memorable one," said Lubin. "I left the crowd satisfied and entertained them with my squat and hit him with an overhand to knock him out. New York is like my second home and I love it here. I love visiting my mom in Queens and eating all the Haitian food she cooks, but I have to wait until after the fight to enjoy it. I've really embraced training up here though. We didn't want to break camp at all. So we came up here for the press conference and were able to get in a workout that day. I'll be 1000% ready once fight week rolls around." For IBF champion Jarrett Hurd and former champion Austin Trout, New York has been a place for career-defining moments. For Hurd, his March 2016 stoppage of Mexican Olympian Carlos Molina at Barclays Center buoyed him towards his world title shot and eventually championship triumph. "When I beat an Olympian like Carlos Molina, that was definitely when I first thought that I was a fighter who could win a world title and it proved I could compete against anybody," said Hurd. "I think I picked up some fans in New York between that and beating the Brooklyn Rocky Frank Galarza. New York always shows me love, so I feel it's my duty to give them something to cheer about. I'm excited to be in New York because it's very close to my home in Maryland too. I'm organizing buses for my fans to come up and watch me, so I'm expecting another great atmosphere on fight night." Already a world champion, Trout had the opportunity to face future Hall of Famer Miguel Cotto in 2012 in New York, and he was able to rise to the occasion that the stage demanded. He dominated Cotto over 12 rounds in his first start in New York, and although he faltered in his return to New York against Lara, he remains fond of fighting in the Big Apple. "New York is always a great place to be," said Trout. "I had the biggest moment of my career in New York, but I want to make up for my last fight at Barclays Center, so fans can definitely expect fireworks on October 14th. I'm coming to fight. My mother was born and raised in New York, so I always look forward to the opportunity to compete here. My favorite thing to do is go to a Chinese restaurant on Avenue X after the fight with my family, and I'm hoping to do that as a two-time world champion after this fight." Tickets to the event are on sale now and start at $50, not including applicable fees. Tickets can be purchased at Ticketmaster.com, BarclaysCenter.com, or by calling 8,007,453,000. Tickets can also be purchased at the American Express box office at Barclays Center. Group discounts are available by calling 844-BKLYNGP.